Know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. Trade what you see with Larry Pesavento. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. Now, Larry Pesavento.
Okay, folks, looking good, Billy Ray, feeling good, Lewis. Folks, I have a data problem. I don't have any charts at all. I don't have any data. I lost it about a half an hour. Usually the internet connections over here are pretty good, but for some reason it just died, and it's affected quite a bit. So I can talk to you for a while and tell you my feelings and my thoughts and what I'm looking at. But let's get to the bad news first. Remember, I recommended the gold GLD, and we bought a put, April 270 put. Okay, the stock is now at 280, and on a $5,000 investment, you should be down $1,000 right now. We're going to give that one more day. Today we've had another big move up in gold, another $40 higher. Our stop was taken out if you did the futures. And but the thing that's really concerning me, folks, is the stock market. It's holding up okay. And I know we had that bottom on Friday, but we've given up too much today. We've given up 70 handles in the S&P. I wasn't expecting that. Now there's three more days to go after today. Tomorrow we're going to have Stan Harley as our guest. But if what I'm looking at is correct, we should be meandering back and forth, much like we're doing now, coming into Friday. And if Friday is an up day, and it hits any numbers, we're supposed to hit the 618 if it follows through with what we're looking for on a repetition of some repeating something. Then we'll just have to take a look at that. But boy, that's going to be a big day, folks. The market is so very bearish that it just takes a little tiny thing to tip it over. So we have to be alert, because I know there's some nice rallies going on, but they give them back really quickly. And that's another sign that the market's acting really badly. We cannot go below those lows at 5,500 in the S&P, folks. We do that, it's meltdown city, and you don't want to go to that place because they don't have any transportation and all the restaurants are closed. Now, getting back to the gold market, and I told the story. I'm going to tell it again because I don't have any charts to show. But in August of 2011, I was in Hong Kong speaking at the Money Show with the usual group, Martin Armstrong and what was his name, Harry Schultz and all those guys. And I was the only one that was really bearish. It was $19.39 per ounce in gold, and I had all the ABCDs, and nobody paid attention to them, just like they usually do. And I was interviewed by the Wall Street Journal. I had an article on the front page of the Hong Kong, what the heck, I can't remember the name of it is, the main paper there. And I was saying that, prices, silver and gold were going to drop about 50% over the next couple of years. And that's exactly what happened. But, nobody paid any attention, which I can understand it. I'm just an old country boy from Terre Haute, Indiana. So I'm just looking at ABCD. That's all I know. That's what I do. It's got me as far as I can go, and I think I'll go a little bit farther. But we have these explosive moves up. But I want to give you a little tiny bit of homework today, folks, because you are not going to believe what you see. Please do this. Go to the Chicago Mercantile Exchange website, okay, and click on markets, okay? And then when the markets come up, I want you to go and click on gold, G-O-L-D. And then all I want you to do is click on the volume and open interest, okay? I almost fell off my chair when I saw it last night. I literally could not believe it. Folks, this market is, if this data is correct, and maybe it's not, chances are 50-50. Usually their data is impeccable, but you just never know. There has been a tremendous drop like I've never seen before in volume in the stock, in the gold futures. I mean, open interest is dropping. Volume has dropped off the rocks. It usually runs, usually a very high number, and it's down like 30%. Just go look at it. It's just so startling that I couldn't believe it. So I'm assuming that this may be short covering when we have this big run like this, but by golly, it's really shocking. So that's hard. You stop and think, it's like a restaurant business, folks. If you got no customers coming in, you got a good restaurant, you're going to not do any good. And there's not many customers coming in, so it's got to be short covering making the thing go up. But I don't know the answer to it. All I know is I'm wrong. And we'll see what happens. Anyway, we're going to giving the puts one more day, and then I'll just say we'll take a hit and just and move on. Right, as of just a little while ago, they were trading for $1,000 left. I assumed a $5,000 investment. You could buy 17 puts for the 270 strike price, and now the actual hit 280. It's 279 right now, but it's jumping around quite a bit, so anything can happen, and it usually does. So those are just a few of the things. Now tomorrow I'm going to try to have Stan Harley as my guest. I make a special trip to call him when we get off the air here, and then we'll see what's going on. The main thing that besides seeing what's happened here in the gold market, and also silver went up and made weekly highs. It did take those weekly highs out, but nothing like what gold has done. Gold's just been spectacular. But really, go and look at that thing on the website, folks. I've got a request in to make sure that it's correct, because it's so ominous just looking at it that I just can't believe. It's like nobody showed up. And for trading yesterday, it was pretty active yesterday. But that's what it did. I will double check and see if that is right. But go look at it yourself, and you'll see what you're doing. Okay, now the next thing we wanted to talk about was cattle. I don't have any charts to show, but if you like the ABCD, like we always do, just go look at the August cattle chart. And that's the one that's going to be lead here. Well, June or August, either one. And you'll see an absolutely beautiful ABCD over the last 5 or 6 days. It's already made, 2 cents, 2.5 cents, almost $1,000 today. The other one was the wheat. We had a beautiful pattern up there with the wheat right up around that 574 level. The last I saw, it was now trading at around 573. The euro is still going higher. The dollar is still going lower. The British pound, folks, hit 130. I remember when we sold that back in, when was that? November? No, it was later. It was October, I think. And we rode it all the way down from 140 all the way down to 123. And then it went a little bit lower than that. And now it's rallied all the way back up to 130. And also now we have the as I saw it a little while ago, the euro tagged the old 618 from November of last year. So that's very interesting too. So we're having interesting markets. I don't have anything to share, Jacob, because I'm not able to share it. There's no place for me to click on the thing, and I'm not able to do it. Plus, I don't have any data. At least I don't have any data, so I can show it off of my website. What do you call it?
This year has already been a wild ride for the market. We started off heavily in the red, traversed back to all-time highs, and we now have a trade war looming. Trying to play this chop as an individual trader leads to death by 1,000 cuts. Where does this market go next? Should I add to this position or cut my losses? Where is the next opportunity? Tariffs? Trade wars? Analysis paralysis. Don't become a victim of this intense market. Instead, join Larry Pesavento for the second and fourth Friday of every month for 3 hours of live trading. Larry has been through many markets just like this one, and the insight he provides is invaluable. The dates for this month are March 14th and 28th. 9 a.m. to noon Eastern Time. Get in here and let's start trading. TFNN, educating investors.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. For free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
Okay, folks, here's the chart I was referring to from the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. You can see how the volume has just fell off a cliff. I mean, how can we bid all time $3,000 an ounce and people are not interested? That's like a restaurant that's showing up and has great food but no customers. That's not going to last very long. Anyway, let's go through this one more time, and I'll show you, because when these things don't work, you got to talk about those two. First of all, I need to clean this up just a tiny bit. And where is the one that says gold? Let's get over here and we'll take a look at this, because this is what I based everything on, okay? All right, here's where we were on August the 11th in 2011. We were trading at 1930, okay? We were up $200 in 10 days, much like we are right now, okay? There was also a full moon, much like there was on Monday. And then the market in the next 22 trading days, a little over a month, actually a month, it dropped $400 an ounce, folks. Now we're trading at $33,000 an ounce. If that would happen again, that means we'd be dropping about $600 an ounce, possibly, if that ever happened. But you can see that's not happening right now. I don't remember the open interest stuff like this. All I remember is that when this was trading at 1936, silver was trading at $54 an ounce, folks. Silver just hit $35 today, making a 618 on the long-term weekly. So that's altogether a lot different. Okay, the next one we're going to look at here, just to show you some of these. This was my what I thought the market would go through on the weekly basis. Now we hit 30, 40, I think we had about 30, 40, 80 or 30, 49, something like that today. There's a big double 1.618 up there at 30.51. If that means anything, I'm not sure. But it looked like it was set up to do this, pretty good. This is another one right here. These are all of the big ones, folks. This is back when, you remember Tom O'Brien Sr.? This is when it was, I remember King Dollar, and this is when he was buying the gold here at 238 in 01. I joined right here in 2007 TFNN, and then of course we've had this move right here, and they've all exceeded everything, but it's parabolic. Why wouldn't it exceed? All once I look at it closer and closer, I look at these numbers just like this. It looked to me like we were going to be stopping up here, right at, do you see 30.09? Well, we went $40 higher than that today, folks, and that's the thing. The thing is, look at the last time we made a high back here, just a few days ago. All right, back on the 24th, we dropped from 29.80 all the way down to 140 in 1, 2, 3, 4 days. That's a $150 drop in a bull market. What will happen if this is a bear market? And it isn't, so why even worry? All right, here's the next one we want to look at. This is the one we were talking about. This was the April 270 puts. I said buy as many as you can with $5,000. It happened to be the number of, what was it? It was 17 puts. You could buy 17 puts for the 270s. And that right now, those are underwater. We're right at, as I was just told, they were trading at 41, down $900. They're trading at 4,100 right now. And you notice the dropping volume here. However, folks, and this is not updated. The volume did pop up here on Monday. It did popped up on Monday, and the number here was 278. We hit 280. 280 and a half is what I'd seen a little bit later. So that's up into the realm of also importance. Silver got to 35.22 today, folks. It hit that number. So that should mean something. And then the next one I think was, this was where we were in gold in Hong Kong. Right there is where you can see, go up there, is August 11th, bang, bang. We dropped $400. And folks, this went from 1900, you see this 1,000, December of 4 years later, December of 2015, okay, the market hit $1,030. That was a big, big weekly Gartley pattern. We were very bullish at that point, and it turned out to be pretty good. Also, I've already talked to you about the gold open interest. We'll bring that up again. See look where the volume was here when we're making new highs. Volume's down here, folks. Explain this to me. I don't understand it. A lot of things I don't understand. And then the silver, same thing. Silver's been dropping too, but we did have a pop up in silver volume the other day with a pop up in open interest. So that part was better, but it's nothing like what happened in the gold market. Now, maybe that'll all change tomorrow and they'll rectify it. And that I don't know, but that's what you got to work with. And so that's what I'm dealing with when I'm watching these things here unfold. Now, I wanted to go through and talk about some of these mega stocks that are in here, because some of them look absolutely horrible and others look, fantastic. So we're going to go through a few of them here to let you look at it. Now, this is Google. Now, Google has come down very sharply from 210. Now, we're rallying back. This is a really big correction, just like this correction. You see how these corrections are almost equal? If you drew a parallel line, they're right in there. That's why it looks so bullish on Friday. Remember I said, if it can't go up from here, it's never going to go up at all. And we're up now, we're not up now, but we had a big day on Monday, and Tuesday's not doing so good, so we'll see. All right, here's one here. Look at this. Look at Microsoft, okay? Went to a 382, folks, of the low from way back here in January of 23. That could be really, really bullish to this exact 382. Now, how much it rallies out of here, that's what's going to be the $64,000 question. Okay, now we'll take a look at this one, and this is Broadcom. And you can see here we've had a rally here up to the 382, and that's I don't know what's happened since then. This was as of Friday, and then we'll take a look at a few others because these are important. These are the ones at the tech stocks. Look where Meta stopped. It stopped right at the 50% retracement of a move way back here in April, and exactly at 78%. And I think it's rallied also. So that's why this rally, and if they don't rally from here, and if we make new lows from there, that's it. Now Tesla is looks like it's going to go to 211. I don't know where it is right now, but I haven't any data to really tell you whether it's going to go anywhere or not, but we'll move on here a little bit. They're trying to get the data up and running here But we'll see if we get that done. Here with NVIDIA. Now look at NVIDIA. It stops almost to the exact tick of the 786, double ABCDs, if you like ABCDs. And we jumped 15% in one day? I mean, hello, I don't know what it did yesterday or anything like that, but this was as of Friday, and here we are on Tuesday. I don't know where it is, but that's where that big rally thing came from. Larry Williams came out and said, we're getting ready to rally. And we are going to get ready to rally until we don't. And if we don't rally, it's just like it was. You remember a few weeks ago when we had one of those days back in, I forget what, there's so many of these days popping up anymore. I'm not even sure, but it was in late February. I think it was around the 28th. We got a 2-day rally and boom, then the hammer came down. Folks, the hammer's out there. You haven't seen it yet, but it's coming. Okay? It's important to remember these things, all right? We'll be right back.
If you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way to make big money quickly. Unfortunately, there are equally as many stories of these so-called Forex professionals just looking to make a quick buck off aspiring traders without actually teaching the ins and outs of the Forex market. This is what sets Teddy Keckstack's The Tiger Forex Report off the riffraff. Every Monday, former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member and author Teddy Keckstack releases his Tiger Forex Report newsletter, where he dives into the complex world of Forex and takes time to actually teach you his methods that have made him so successful in the fast-paced and rewarding world of Forex trading. Furthermore, all subscribers receive access to archived live streams of Teddy's, where he provides university-level education to help you in Forex trading. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Forex awaits.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento. A pro's pro with over 50 years of experience, Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Are you ready to take charge of your financial future? TFNN is your gateway to the world of trading and investing. Whether you're starting out or scaling up, TFNN empowers traders and investors of all skill levels with top-notch investing systems, strategies, and techniques. It's time to protect and grow your money with insight you can trust. Join us live Monday through Friday during market hours for exclusive content that moves with the markets. At TFNN, we bring the trading floor to you. Our seasoned hosts are here to answer your calls and questions live on the air. Check out the Tiger's Den for just $1 and follow us on YouTube and become part of our vibrant community. And remember, at TFNN, we're so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all new premium newsletter subscriptions and services. You have absolutely nothing to risk, so why wait? Tune in live to Tiger TV and transform your trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors. This portion of Trade What You See is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. Visit Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Okay, folks, we got data up and running here. I just wanted to show you now, we had that bottom here. If you remember on Friday, we've rallied 1, 2, 3 days so far. And this is where we are now. What we're looking for is a rally that'll extend out here until Friday, okay, the 21st. That's the spring equinox. It's also a big Bradley date, and a lot of things are happening there. So we got to pay very, very close attention to that. If you'll remember here, the last time we only had a 2-day rally here, and then the market collapsed, and then had a 1.5-day rally here. But we're having a good rally here. Ideally, I know you're not supposed to hope. I pray a lot. I use my rosary and I pray quite a bit. But the thing that I'm concerned about here is that where we're going to be here on Friday. This is going to be a really big tip-off to me, because I've done a lot of work comparing this to the last cycle where we had tariffs, which was back in 1929, the Smoot-Hawley tariffs. And those were not very good for the rest of the economy. And anyway, that's neither here nor there, but all I'm looking at is chart patterns, okay? Now, what I'm paying attention to here, when we had this big break here, we went from 6,200 to 5,500. Okay, folks. Now here's where we are. So what I'd like to see, and I know you can always get your wish, but you see today we've had a big run up yesterday, and then we're having to pull back today. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to an hourly chart so that you can see what's happening. And there it is, right there. There's the rally. Now we backed off. We stopped at the 50% so far. We haven't broken down. Now, ideally, it's 10:30 in the morning. We're going to hold this and rally and stay in here for the rest of the day, Wednesday or Thursday. But if we take this out, folks, if we take this out, this is like the Alamo has given up. I'm really serious. This is, I mentioned this before, but again, it's my opinion. You know, opinions are like armpits. Everybody has one, and they usually smell. So that's why we're watching this so very, very closely, all right? And now that's why I bring it to your attention. But last night, okay, look at this. After that big rally, look what it did, folks. In the middle of the night, around 2 o'clock in the morning, it made a 382 retracement. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours, right at the exact 382, and then it made another one right here, and then boom, down she came. So that was telling you, and this is a big drop, folks. And unfortunately, it didn't have data, so there was nothing we could do about that. Anyway, this is what we're paying attention to here with the stock market. Now, there's a couple others that you got to pay attention to while you're doing this stuff, folks. Let's get back to something that we all really love, is have a nice big hamburger. So we're going to take a look at the live cattle market. We're going to switch over to the August cattle, folks. If you like August cattle, I want to show it to you today because, first of all, what I'm going to do is refresh it so we can get the data in. When it was down, it didn't allow us to refresh. And this is the daily. All I want to do now is take it down to a smaller time frame, and you'll see an absolutely, positively off the charts AB equals CD. There's where we were Tuesday. There's where we were Thursday. There's where we were Friday. And if all you have to do is do a tiny bit of this, click on this, click on that, click on that, and head for the cash register. Because that, folks, has made about $800 with virtually no risk at all. But there's another one out there that looks really nice too, and that's our good friend, the wheat market, because you want to get ready to buy wheat here, folks. We're always going to be eating cookies and pasta and cakes and stuff like that. That's never going to stop. But let's get the wheat up here. That starts with a W, as I recall. There it is. And we'll just put that up on a 15-minute. It'll be good enough. And you'll see that we had a really nice little double top up here last night. And this is where I was referring to it, this range right here, because what we want to do is we want to be a buyer of this stuff right down in here. And we're getting really close to it. All right. The key is, you see here, this was the one this morning. That was the one I was referring to, that broke all the way down, all the way back, and all the way back. Now, all I was doing when I was watching that is I just went and looked at the AI program and see if it was any help. And by golly, it's not here. So let's double check and see if we can get it up here and take a look at it. Oh, there it was. You see, here was the time when it was supposed to start to go down, right about there. And from that level right there, that was a nice $300 move, but that's okay. But here's what we want to do on the longer term wheat. This is a bullish chart, folks. This is flat out bullish. Let's put it this way. No, that's the wrong one. Let's get the hourly up here so we can see the darn thing. There's what I want to see. Okay, there's our low way back here. Okay, now this is the key low here. We went a little bit lower to the 50%. Then we had this move here. You can see that's the one we completed yesterday. Okay, let's just draw that up there so you can see it. But this is they're not going to stop eating wheat and stuff, folks. This is not going to happen. So now what we're looking for, we've been here 2 days now, but we've got to do 3 calculations here. First of all, we've got to clean all this up here so we can see what we're looking at. The first thing we want to do is to find out what's going to be the 382 on this move right here, because it's really bullish. It's not getting any lower than right there, and I think it's going to be real bullish, okay? The last time we had one of these, it went right to the 50%. We had another one here that went to the 382. Let's just double check and see how that mathematics worked out. From your high here, you'll see we came up and we stopped, it was 50%. Sorry about that, folks. But that's the move that gives you the AB equals CD pattern to, draws the wrong number. Just a second. By the way, folks, Ensign is going to come out with some stuff. It's just so darn sensitive. I'm going to have to draw it with the clone line. That's the only way I can do it. And even then, it doesn't work very well. There it is right there. There's your AB leg right here. That takes your CD leg right up to there. There it is. Bada bing, bada boom. Another one right there. That would have made this a beautiful 3-drive to a top pattern. They do it on purpose to me, folks. Actually not. I'm not paranoid at all. A little bit under the weather with allergies, but they have allergies here just as they do in the United States. All right, there's the 3-drive. Now here's what we want to look for. We want to be a buyer down in here somewhere, folks, right around this. And ideally, it takes 3 or 4 days to get to there, okay? That's what you like to see, to get it right to, that's going to be as bullish as it can get, because that's going to be a 382 off of that, and it's going to be a 61% retracement off of this one right here. And you want to be looking to buy the wheat right there. See that number? Write this down, boys and girls. We're going to put it in here for you right now because I think this is a place where you want to be a farmer. 577 to buy the wheat, and I'm going to have to put a stop is 5. We're going to have to risk a lot of this one because it's going to be a big one. We're going to have to risk a whole $1,000. So the stop is going to be at 577. 57.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pros pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times a daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds from both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the Direxion. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foresight Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Okay, folks, so let's go through this week because I think is really important technically. Besides that, we are looking at a mother of all cycle stuff coming in on the 21st on Friday, along with the equinox is just part of it. There's so many others that are lined up that it's going to be quite spectacular. You do not want to buy this down here right away. You don't want to see it come down really quickly. What you'd like to do is see what it did the last time. See, the last time it made a high here, it backed off for like 3 or 4 days. Well, you take 3 or 4 days, where's it going to take you to is Friday. So what we'll do is we'll just take a look for kicks and giggles. Last time we had a move down like this, it came down to right there. Okay, now when it got to there, you can see it was setting pretty close to the, looks like it was an exact 50% retracement. It's just about spot on, I think. Yep, there it is. There's your 50% retracement. So what we're expecting now to be a buyer down here at 577. And that's 10 cents from where we are right now. This move, when it came down, went from 565 down to 5, dropped 20 cents. So you take 20 cents off of this, where does it get you? Bada bing, bada boom, right here. So this is what you want to do. You want to be able to move this over like this, just clone it. And we're going to remember that we've got that big cycle on the 21st, and we're going to move that over right here, and then we'll put it in right there. And there's the time that we're wanting to see. Well, from that to that, well, 20th, 21st, wait till the 21st, because that's going to be a big thing. If the wheat's right here, at that point, 575, excuse me, I got them backwards. God, boy, folks, don't travel abroad when you're over 80, okay? You're just too dangerous. You want to be a buyer here at 557, okay? Let me put that in here, 557, okay? And then if you're filled, you're going to put your stop at 537. It's going to cost you $1,000 to be a farmer, folks, but if you're right, you're going to catch a move like this, and that's going to be a 5-bagger. In other words, for every buck you put up, you're going to get $5 back. So that's what we're paying attention to here right now. But the biggest thing to focus on, folks, is, and I look at this each day, I watch these wild swings, which is not really wild when you look at them and what the market's been and what it's going to be doing, but you haven't seen anything yet. Coming in April 1st, folks, there's going to be some real changes made in volatility. I mean, hey, this is my opinion. I'm the guy that told you to sell gold. What do I know? Anyway, that's what I'm looking at here in the wheat. It's got everything. This is what Gann tried to do, or what he did do, is when looking at time and price squaring off. Because if you were to look at this on a parallel channel, like, just like all these guys do, just draw that across the top like this, and then you just clone that, and you'll see there's where you'd be bopping, rocking, and rolling. See, right in there. So there's another one where you want to be lining it up right about there. So that's where you got your time and price together. All you're waiting for to make it even super duper good, it would be to look at a nice little pattern, maybe like something like this. I'm just guessing, but that would be just like we would be here. If we were guessing on that one, that would have worked pretty nicely. So this is what we're looking at. This is a seasonal time to be buying wheat and also meal and corn and all that other stuff. And speaking of meal, let's don't forget our old buddy here, because that's been very good to us. We'll get this up here. And I haven't seen it for a couple days because I've been consumed with the financial stuff over here. SMZ, we're looking at, there's July. We'll put the July up here. We should be backing off a little bit right now. Whoa, backed off more than a little bit, buckaroo. Holy cow. We're back down to, let's get back the hourly up here, because we were buying that at 290 way down here, if you remember. Well, this is the July meal, which has changed a little bit. They don't have all that data in it. This might correct just a second. I'm sure it will. Hold on. No, it's not going to check. This is when they rolled it over. The only way I'm going to get this correct, folks, is to pull up the one with the continuation. And that's the one. Come on, do it for me here. There you go. There's the continuation chart, and we'll bring it up. And that won't have any bad things in it or spaces. And we'll get this out of the way and put up the daily here. And it's back down to where it was, folks. There we are. Here's where we are now. This is the soybean meal on a daily. I believe this is May. This is May soybean meal. I'm doing July, and also because May's coming up next month after this, I'm going to be looking at the July and also the new crop November. So here's where we are. We're going to clean all this out, and you're going to have the same type of situation here. Remember, here we had a nice ABCD. It's still in a downtrend. Okay, we have lower tops, lower bottoms. It's still in a downtrend. Now we're having a correction, all right? And so what we want to see is what that correction is going to do for us. So we would go here and take a look at this, and it seems it would probably be, now remember, coming in here on Friday, we should be trading right about here, but around 295. But the wheat is actually the better. And the reason why is, folks, the wheat is much stronger. What was his name? Jesse Livermore said, and so did Roy Longstreet, buy the wheat, buy the strongest. That's what you want to do. That's why in the jungle, what do the lions do? They go after the weakest foe because it's easier. They don't have to expend as much energy. But that's what we'd be looking at here, right here, because I believe we've put in a pretty substantial bottom here. I don't think that we might not be able to take it out, but if we do, this is what we call Christmas Day, if you get one of these, okay? Let's assume that meal is going to go down to this level right here, all right? And what that would do, folks, this would light up the tote board at Kentucky Derby is what it would do. You'd be looking at 100-to-1 shot, and I would be buying all the meal I could get at 286. And that is a possibility, because that's only down $10 from where we are right now. That's one bad report somewhere where the Chinese stopped buying or something. So I would be a buyer of the meal right here at 286. It just looks too nice to not be a buyer. So I hope that gives you some ideas to look at. We got the wheat and the meal, the cattle, all the good things, and we'll see what that. Maybe someday. Let's take a look at that silver, because I saw where it hit the all-time weekly. Let's get that up a minute here, and then we have a little break coming up. And tomorrow we will try to have Stan Harley as our guest, and we'll see where the Great Bear is standing. But if you think Stan is bearish, folks, don't listen to me, because I got an opinion. Silver starts with an S, is that correct? Yeah, let's get this up here where the S's are. And there it is right there. We're going to come and take a look at this on the weekly chart. See if we hit that magical 35.22 today. Ooh, by golly, I thought we did. We didn't. Son of a gun, we haven't even made that yet. With gold going nuts like this? Give me a break. Come on. Come on. Come on. Here's Hong Kong, folks. Remember, August 11th? There it is right there. Anyway, this is what we're watching here today, folks. So,
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pros pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN has launched the Tiger's Den. Hosted at Discord, TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Okay, folks, we're looking at the chart of the Dow Jones from 1929. I'm going to point this out that this was the run where the market ran up to new highs from August the 10th up until September the 3rd at 383. It eventually bottomed on July the 5th or the 8th. You'll have to ask Basil because he always knows. At 42. Okay, went from 383 to 42. It's the greatest buying opportunity in the history of the world, because that went from 42 to 45,000 folks over a 92-year period. You see, the market came down here just like we did on Friday, taking out the previous lows, completed all these patterns, and then it gapped up and then it went up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. Where does that take you? Into Friday. What is Friday? That's the equinox and the Bradley date. And if we hit that and then close lower and start to go like this, don't be surprised that there could be something like this. Folks, this is worth a lot of money. This is a daily chart, folks. Now realize it went from 380 to 200. Do you realize how much it's 40%? It went down 92% because after it bottomed here in November, it rallied up in December, came down just before Christmas, and it rallied all the way up to right here on the 1st of April, 1930, where it made a 61% retracement off of this. This is before anybody knew who Fibonacci was. Anyway, that's what's happening. So we got to pay attention to what's going on. This was caused by tariffs, supposedly, but maybe not. We don't know. All I know is be kind to your fellow man and your neighbors. Live every day in an attitude of gratitude, and I certainly hope to see you tomorrow, and we will have our good friend Stan Harley see what he's looking at, because he's been bearish for quite a while, and hopefully he'll continue to tell us good stuff that he has, okay? So that's about it from the cheap seats here, and we will see how we're coming along down the road in just a little bit. So live every day in an attitude of gratitude, and may God bless, and do something nice for your neighbors, folks, because everybody needs help.
Steve Rhodes started his trading